So before getting started in this video here today, I want to share this specifically because I don't want you guys to think I hate Charlotte. In fact, I love it. It's just what it has, just not for me, especially not at this point in time. So if anybody in the next, let's say 5 to 10 years expects me to jump up and go to Charlotte, that is not gonna happen anytime soon. Love the city, will always have love for the city, especially what it provides. It gives me that different feel of, even if I'm missing something like your New York, right, the city feel, I'll just go take a trip, go spend a weekend, go do what I have to do, right, and then I can go about my business. But you know, you guys can call it what you want, call it comfortability, call it whatever. If you guys enjoy that type of lifestyle, go over there. If not, then you can check out any other area that you want. Now, if you're new to me in this YouTube channel, we talk about everything you need to know about Raleigh, North Carolina, so make sure to subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss out. But also, I am a licensed realtor here, so if you're looking to relocate, just reach out. However, I bring Charlotte up into the conversation now. I don't think I've really had a real conversation about Charlotte in the past. So I'm not going to make this is not going to be a comparison of Raleigh versus Charlotte. Absolutely not. I'm going to talk specifically about my experience and why you guys may be wondering, why would you not want to be in Charlotte? What's going on in Charlotte? It's just, personally speaking, not really what I'm looking for. Now you may be thinking, well, what in the heck happened, Ronnie? Well, I recently took a trip down to Charlotte, and while I was on that trip, it's just early in the morning. And I don't know if you guys know, but I don't do well with patience. Right? I have very, very little patience. Something I'm working on. But anywho, it's early in the morning, and I kid you not, I am driving. I saw a ton of traffic. I was in traffic. This is like maybe 8, 9 a.m. And I'm like, yes, maybe everyone's on their way to commute to wherever, but I'm like, geez, you know, I don't get tired of that stuff. There was accidents. There was police everywhere. As I'm driving, all I could do is really laugh, truly and honestly, and I was just like, this is Charlotte for you. Yes, I could complain about the roads and just how, you know, just it wasn't smooth, but you know, that's the least of my concern. It was more or less just the real city feel of it. It was good to feel it, but I was just like, yeah, I'm cool on this one. I could take the high ride and I could go experience something more mild and chill and relax. Because it was truly indeed a good reminder of what New York looks like. Now, of course, those are two different metros, two different cities, not comparing the two, but it gave me that feel, it gave me that, I should say that, okay, I'm back in New York kind of situation. So I truly indeed understand why a lot of individuals who may leave from the Northeast, you know, kind of look at, okay, am I going to relocate to Charlotte or am I going to Raleigh? How do I make that decision? What is it that's going to be really gauging? What's going to help me gauge that? And that's why I always share, if you have not been to either one, go check it out. But if you really want that Charlotte feel, if you really want that New York feel or that city living feel, go to Charlotte. You'll have much more to do in Charlotte than you'll have in Raleigh, especially right now at the time being. But maybe you're looking for something that's more chill, relaxed, then Raleigh may be potential for you. And in all honesty, to go back to the original question, you know, this is why I won't relocate, or at least I don't really see myself relocating anytime soon to Charlotte, is it's a large city, much larger than Raleigh. In fact, I think it's like double the size of it. So to put myself in a position where I have to relearn something all over again, I mean, geez, the amount of work and the effort that even took place to learn Raleigh, understand it, to be able to give you guys this education, the information to help you guys relocate here. You want me to do that again in a much bigger city, much more people? No, thank you. I will pass every single time, especially understanding what it really took to get to this position that I'm in right now. So for myself, it's going to be a place where I go to very frequently to visit. That's it. I'm keeping it just where it is, and I'll give you guys everything I experience when I go there, but as far as what it's like to live there, I am not the expert. I can't share that with you guys. I actually have a person that you guys can connect with. If you're interested in learning more about Charlotte, then of course I could connect you with a person that could definitely share a little bit more insight what's going on there on the ground and give you way more knowledge than I could ever give you. So you see that number that is popping up right there. Make sure to give me a call, shoot me a text, email, day or night, heck, maybe even on the weekends. Always remember one thing, I got your back in this market, Raleigh. All right, remember that. But let's take it back and let's talk about the size a bit. Of course, being in a larger city, you're gonna have way more opportunities, you're gonna have way more people, you're gonna have way more traffic. All these things are gonna come with it. In fact, I actually just recently saw that they have a Carowinds, which is an amusement park. This is just kind of something I saw and I was like, oh, that's pretty cool, because I'm a big fan of amusement parks. So Carowinds is actually doing a collaboration with Six Flags. So I don't know what that really means, what that entitles, but I definitely think it's going to be good for the future of Charlotte, just because again, you're bringing two big entities into one big place and to provide whatever it is that they're looking to provide. But this is why I say it's going to be a place for me where I visit, weekend trips, day trips. That's going to be my thing. But to relocate there, not happening. This is why I'm not moving. I'm not doing it. So when you see something like that, you think, well, more opportunities equals more growth. Absolutely. But there's also something that you got to consider. This is where I consider it. I thought about it. It's the opportunity cost. So yes, there's opportunity by going to somewhere like Charlotte that is already well established. But then you also have to think about the opportunity cost that comes with growing with a place that is consistently growing on a regular basis. Now both places are growing. Which one is growing faster? I don't know. I didn't really look into that. You could definitely look into that to see which one is moving at a rapid speed or which one in comparison is growing faster. I just didn't look into it. However, being part of something in the beginning, whereas being part of something that is established, which one can you be more effective in is the question that you got to ask yourself. I saw myself as being more effective in a place where I can grow with it rather than growing with a place that's already established. Then you can't forget and think about the cost of living. I mean, you go to somewhere that's well established, you go to a major city like Charlotte. If you ever think in a million years that Charlotte would ever be less expensive than Raleigh, I beg to differ. Now, this is my opinion, this is just my thoughts, but personally speaking, somewhere like Charlotte will always have the edge over Raleigh, simply because, in my perspective, that should really be the capital in all reality, but it's not. So that's why I always say the cost of living in Charlotte, I think personally, is always going to be a little bit more. It may not be significantly more to make a major difference in anybody's pockets, but personally speaking, from what I see just across major metros, Charlotte is one of them for North Carolina. It's not often that Raleigh gets brought up in conversation. It's more or less you hear Charlotte before you hear Raleigh. So that being a major metro, expect to be a little bit more in terms of cost of living. Then we can't forget the economy. So where is the jobs opportunity? Where is the growth? What kind of opportunities is going to rely? So here I have my notes, of course, Raleigh being focused primarily on tech, research, medical field. And then you have Charlotte, which is really the financial center of, again, the banking industry, I would say, for the most part. And then healthcare, energy, and manufacturing. So if you're in one of those fields, specifically in Charlotte, you can definitely go ahead and take a look at that. But again, I really look at Charlotte for the banking and the institution, the money, the financial center, as it says, of the, not the world, but the South probably. But here's a plot twist for you guys, because I want to take you guys back 5 years ago before moving to Raleigh, North Carolina. If I were to go back and do it all over again, what do you guys think? You guys think I'm going to choose Raleigh, or you guys think I'm going to choose Charlotte? Let me hear it in the comments below what you guys thought I was going to do, because I'll share it right now, right here. So before you go ahead and hear what I'm about to say, make sure you pause, make sure you go ahead and type in the comments what you guys thought. But personally speaking, I probably would have moved to Charlotte, just because it gives, again, it's a city feel. Do I need it? No, but I definitely think that just being part of it, being in it, it's gonna definitely be lucrative to what it is that you're looking for. Do I regret any of my decisions to move to Raleigh? No, I'm good. Especially with what I know now, where things are going, how things look, I'm pretty ecstatic. However, again, 5 years ago, Charlotte or Raleigh wasn't where it is today. So I definitely think that Charlotte would have given me a completely different path. Who knows where, but I definitely would have gave me something I think a little bit more fruitful. So if you're stuck between Charlotte and Raleigh, I completely understand. It's a decision that, especially if you haven't visited the place at all, it's a tough one. You got to really look at your lifestyles and look to see what it is that you want, what you don't want. So I'm curious to know if you're considering Charlotte or if you're considering Raleigh. Let's hear it in the comments below. And if you're not considering Charlotte, let's hear why you're not considering it. But just as much as I enjoy making these videos for you guys, my name is Roney Polynice, and I would love the opportunity to be able to help you or assist you with your relocation needs. So you see that number that is popping up right there? Make sure to give me a call, shoot me a text, email, day or night, heck, maybe even on the weekends. Always remember one thing: I got your back in this market.